Shout out someone that's helped you get to this moment.
Oh man. Shout out my mom and dad.
Shout out my mama. Love you, mama.
Well, man, shout out this organization for taking the chance on me. Shout out to the coaching staff. Shout out to my pops, my mom, my girl, and really shout out to God, because without God, I would not be here at all. So appreciate everybody, man.
Shout out my wife Elisa, and shout out my parents too. Shout out my whole family. Yeah.
Shout out my wife. She been my backbone. She been there, helped me through everything, and allowed me to be free and get to where I'm at today.
Shout out to the Lord and my mama. Both of them.
Why be setting me up, man? There's too many people out there.
Man, shout out my mama, my dad, my grandma, my aunts, uncles.
One that comes to my mind, Pop Warner coach, Scott Kalitha, that's my guy.
Ooh, shout out Rick Maida, shout out Mama Higgs, and Father Higgs.
Shout out my wife, shout out my dad, shout out my mom, shout out my sisters. Love y'all.
Brothers. Shout out my boy Justice. Shout out my boy Chris. Shout out my boy Boone. Shout out my boy Bar.
Coach Wiki, what up? Appreciate you.
Seaper and Montfield. Shout out my pops. OG. Wouldn't be here without them for sure. And my mama and my family. Love y'all.
Everybody that ever supported me. Shout out y'all.
Shout out to Coach Payne, man.
Man, shout out everybody I went to college and high school with. Shout out my mom. Shout out my stepdad. Shout out my family. Shout out my friends.
All my high school coaches, man. Shout out to y'all, man.
Shout out to the parents, man. Shout out to the parents, for real. Mom and dad, I love you. Love y'all.
Shout out Junebug.
Uncle Reggie. Shout out.
God, we're gonna be here all day, man. Shout out my parents. Shout out my siblings, man. Shout out the family. Shout out all my coaches, man, that have poured into me, man, to get me right here, man. Shout out y'all.
Shout out my mom.
Shout out to me.
Like, I can't think of everybody, but you know who you are. Just shout out you.
My wife, my parents, top two. Shout out my parents, my wife, my brother, my whole family.
Shout out Mon Dukes, man. Back when I was working at Amazon, you know I was about to give up this whole football dream. Now we here, so shout out to Mon Dukes, man.
Shout out, if I forgot, shout out to you too. Just text me and let me know I forgot. So then I can text you back and say, shout out to you too.